The Gorge 2025, streaming on Apple TV Plus, is a wild, ambitious beast of a film that smashes together romance, horror, action, and sci-fi like it was dreamed up during a boozy all-nighter. Directed by Derrickson, the guy behind Sinister and Doctor Strange, it's a visual feast, propped up by some stellar performances and tailor-made for a thrilling night on the couch. It's a dazzling popcorn flick in so many ways, delivering spectacle and adrenaline in spades, even if it stumbles a bit in the back half. But honestly, it's such a blast you'll forgive its little hiccups. Derrickson's a genre-blending maestro, and here he juggles romance, horror, sci-fi and action with the finesse of a street juggler. The first half is his sweet spot, spinning a tender, offbeat romance between two snipers posted on opposite sides of a literal hellmouth. Think Romeo and Juliet, but with sniper rifles and a monster apocalypse lurking below. His knack for creepy atmosphere and perfectly timed scares shines through, but when the story dives into the gorge, it's like he's wrestling to keep the reins. Pacing gets wobbly and the shift to standard action beats makes you wonder if he lost the plot in all that eerie mist. Still, you've got to tip your hat to the guy for swinging big, trying to turn a B-movie premise into an A-list spectacle. The production design is pure eye candy. The Gorge mixes jaw-dropping visuals with creature designs that will haunt your nightmares long after the credits. Cinematographer Dan Lorstson works magic, drenching the mysterious Gorge in misty vibes, shifting colours, and a sense of scale that makes you wish Apple had gone for a theatrical release. The action sequences, like that Jeep teetering on the edge, crackle with chaotic Sam Raimi-esque energy, and the visuals and creature designs turn the Gorge into a living, breathing nightmare. It's a testament to what creativity can do, even on a streaming budget. The hollow men, those grotesque, twisted monstrosities, are the real stars, blending practical effects and CGI into something both horrifying and hypnotic. Then there's the score. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, the Nine Inch Nails geniuses, drop an industrial, dissonant masterpiece that swings from delicate piano notes to gut-rattling rumbles, mirroring the film's wild tonal shifts. The kind of music you crank up to 11. Without it, the action feels would feel more generic, but with Reznor and Ross, they're heart-pounding, edge-of-your-seat thrills. These two are the film's secret weapons, proving once again that sound can make or break a story. Plot-wise, the Gorge tracks Levy and Drazza, two snipers guarding opposite sides of a monster-infested chasm. Their early exchanges are all cautious curiosity, but as things heat up, they're sucked into a whirlwind of action and revelation. The story unfolds like a pressure cooker, mixing quiet, character-driven beats with explosive set pieces, all while teasing the Gorge's dark secrets. It keeps you hooked, even if it doesn't always nail the landing. The cast, Miles Teller, Anna Taylor-Joy, and a brief but unforgettable James Marlowe, who adds a layer of depth to the film's lore that leaves you begging for more.
What the hell is that?
That is what we call the Hollow Men.
What do you think's really going on here?
The Gorge is the door to hell, and we're standing guard at the gate.
Teller's Levi is a PTSD-riddled ex-Marine sniper who scribbles poetry, bringing a raw sensitivity that's downright captivating. And he pets a doggo in the first 5 minutes, so you know he's a good guy. Taylor-Joy's Drazza, a Lithuanian assassin with a wicked glint in her eye, could melt steel with a stare. Their chemistry is electric, and their romance, built through handwritten notes and binoculars, is the film's beating heart. Watching them connect across a literal abyss is genuinely moving. And when the movie knows it's a little ridiculous, those drumming and chess scenes, they're winking at you and it's glorious. Teller and Taylor-Joy, well, these two own it. Sure, their in-person scenes don't quite match the magic of their long-distance flirting, and Marlowe's criminally short screen time is a downer, but they're so good you'll forgive the script for not giving them more to chew on. Sigourney Weaver pops up as Bartholomew, a steely government bigwig, and she's clearly having a ball chewing scenery. But let's be real, she's just flexing her icon status. This is Teller and Taylor-Joy's show, and they run away with it. The Gorge tries to tackle big themes, love, isolation, and the terror of secrets, but it often picks monster mayhem over deep dives. The romance between Levy and Drazza works, echoing Joint Security Area with its star-crossed lovers vibe, and the Hollow Men add a poetic twist, hinting at a world stuck between life and death. It's a neat metaphor for the Gorge's denizens. The Cold War parallels, though, barely there. The Gorge itself is a stand-in for the unknown, but the film's habit of over-explaining kills the mystery. Government conspiracy subplot feels like it was ripped from a bargain bin script. Still, the idea of two lonely souls and a ghostly poetic voice from the past finding each other amidst the horror hits you right in the feels, even if the film doesn't always know how to build on it. The first hour is gold, playing like a romantic drama perched on the edge of night terrors. Leaving Drazza flirting via placards and binoculars, it's fresh, it's clever, and it's the kind of storytelling we don't see enough of. The action, when it works, is a rush. Raimi-style energy paired with those stunning creatures makes it pop. And let's not sleep on Reznor and Ross. Their score elevates even weaker bits. If you're here for Teller and Taylor-Joy's star power, Marlowe's haunting cameo, or those jaw-dropping Hollow Men, you're in for a treat. And let's not sleep on Reznor and Ross, their score elevates even the weaker bits. But it's not perfect. The second half gets messy, pacing's all over the place, and the twists are so obvious you'll spot them a mile off. The Gorge's secrets are spilled too fast, draining the intrigue. Some action beats feel like tired run-and-shoot cliches. That said, they're still fun. And props to the film for not turning Taylor-Joy into a girl boss caricature. She and Taylor save each other from tight spots, and it's refreshing as hell. The editing, though? Some camera work is so choppy it's like watching through a blender. The Gorge is a flawed gem, reaching for stars and occasionally tripping over its own ambition. Taylor and Taylor-Joy's performances, Reznor and Ross's score, and Derrickson's gutsy vision make it a must-see despite the stumbles. It's not perfect, far from it, but it's bold and different, and that's worth something. Beyond the ambition, though, The Gorge is just plain fun. It's the kind of film that reminds you why you love movies. From the heart-pounding action to the quirky romance blooming across a monster-filled abyss. It's a rollercoaster that keeps you glued even when the plot wobbles. The Hollow Men are a grotesque delight, and the chemistry between Levy and Drusilla is pure gold. Switch off your brain, soak in the visuals, and enjoy the ride. You'll roll your eyes at the predictable twists and overdone exposition, but you'll also be swept up by its heart, its guts, and its sheer entertainment value. Sometimes that's more than enough. If The Gorge has you hooked, don't stop here, dive deeper into the geeky abyss. Like the Hollow Men lurking in the mist, we're ready to pull you into a world of reviews, deep dives, and cinematic secrets. I've tackled all the big franchises and love the movies. Subscribe now, and let's explore the unknown together.